بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن.
Gentlemen, first of all, I am at least not a religious saint. I'm an ordinary human being and a doctor only. Yes, I am a proud Muslim and a proud Pakistani. One line answer, if I would say to this whole questionnaire, I would say, is in the last line you wrote. You wrote, so answer me here. You very bravely wrote that don't label me coward, as I can come to Pakistan and can sit in front of you and ask these all blasphemous questions to you on your face or any other religious saint, but I can't come to Pakistan. आप ये कह रहे हैं या कह रही हैं कि मुझे बुज़दिल ना कहना, मैं तो पाकिस्तान में भी आके आपके सामने बैठ के आपके फेस टू फेस ये सारे सवाल उल्टे सीधे या जो भी इन्हें कह लें, उन्हें अगर आप गुस्ताखी भी समझे तो मैं ये कर सकती हूँ या कर सकता हूँ, और but I can't come to Pakistan as my family told me that in Pakistan, क्योंकि आप पाकिस्तान नहीं आ सकते, कि आपकी फैमिली ने आपको बताया कि पाकिस्तान में we are not considered Muslims, rather you call us Ahmadi or Kafirs. So answer me here. For your info, now I am neither Ahmadi nor Muslim, but a free soul. So when you are a free soul, and with the free will, I think you want to, you may not completed your sentence. So if you are a free soul, then there is no use of these all questions. Or you are a free soul, enjoy. And same is true for your grandfather or brother of your grandfather or your aunt. They might have been free souls. If they are Muslims or they were any religious abiding people, they must have abide those rules. They must have feared that Lord. So if they are free souls and they attacked you kids, sexually molested or whatever they did with you, so they were free souls with free wills, and they were having one night stand or friends with benefits or whatever the terminology nowadays is very easily applicable everywhere. So once you are a free soul, there is no use of these questions. When you are not believing in Lord, when you are not believing in any religious bindings, so let us live in this God-forsaken old ideas, and we are bound souls, we are not free souls, so we have to follow certain rules. We should take care of kids. We should not sexually molest when we are truly believing in Allah and Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and the teachings of that Allah. Any one of us, any human being from any religion, whether he calls him Lord or God or Allah or Bhagwan or Ram, if he or she is not fearing his wrath and is not following his boundaries and he is not following his laws, so he is already doing a blasphemy. And me or any other law-abiding person is not answerable for his his doings. I think this is fair enough. You can understand this. So, but I love the way you wrote this all questions. If I start to answer it one by one, because I still see light inside you, and you are not, you know, you are not a free soul. You know, you are still bound in this earthly body. You still can't leave this body. Still this soul is having some light, and that's why you ask this question to me. You are in search. Although you are writing you are atheist, you are neither now Ahmadi. Yes, you wrote that in Pakistan we call you Kafir or Ahmadis. This is another question or another topic, but let me clear you. If your family told this to you, in Islam, as far as my knowledge, poor knowledge, I am not a religious scholar, but as you asked me, anyone who, if I offered a non-Muslim, I offered him or preached Islam to him, and he or she converts to Islam, number one, and after conversion, he or she leave this religion, we call him murtad. Number two, if he or she right away denies to accept our preaching, our religion, we call him non-Muslim. But if he or she starts blaspheming me or ridiculing our religion like any other religion people will do, we can say that they are haters or they are non-believers in our religion. One should believe whatever religion he or she belongs to. But anyone, even Muslim or non-Muslim, he should not ridicule others' religion or beliefs. We all can preach best by self-practicing only. If there is truth, if there is light in the sun, so everyone will see. But blinds can't see. So there is no use to tell them that how the sun looks like. I think it is blasphemous to the sun as well. So as far as the Ahmadis concerned, the people who converted at that time, the person who converted or who left the Islam, who thought that there is another prophet after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or he himself is prophet or God or nauz billah anything else, he is definitely kafir as far as Islam's law is concerned. And it is now, it was bound for us in Pakistan. I am again saying that this was not the topic, but you wrote it. So I am telling you that because that person, particularly in his books, said that anyone, if you are allowed to read those books, do read yourself. That might offend you. And I expect that maybe you have read and that's why you are no more Ahmad, you are saying. And now you are saying that you are not belonging to any belief or religion. This is the failure of the practitioners of those religions. You are a young soul. You are a victim. I do understand it. But if someone in his book writes that anyone whoever do not believe in him as prophet or Mahdi or Lord or whatever, he is a bastard. So then either the other people have to accept they are bastards, or they can say, no, we are not at least bastards, but you are changing your mother or father, so you are standing nowhere. Okay, although I think in UK or America, illegitimate child or bastard is no more a stigma or a abuse. I think 90% kids are there illegitimate. Their patients are telling us very frankly that I never married in my life, but I have 4 kids or 3 kids. So this is usual there. So legitimate kid or bastard kid is no more a thing over there, but here it matters a lot. So those people who are born to these people, or coming generations, they are getting whatever faith they are getting from their parents like any other kids. So they belong to that religion, and I will not call them kafir, but they are non-Muslims. Because for Islam, the word Muslim, you have to accept La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the belief in all the prophets before him, and he is the final prophet, and there is a one final judgment day, and there are angels of Allah, and we all have to believe in it. This is Islam. And anyone who thinks that there is prophethood after the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is adding it up in the Islam, and he is no more Muslim. So Muslims are who are believing and in one Allah and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as the final prophet. They are called Muslims. So anyone who is not believing in it is not Muslim. Kafir is a word with the person who is strongly denying, arguing, or refusing to accept that. This is a separate word. But non-Muslim, I would say. So this is the reason that this was already discussed in the court and in the I think in the parliament, Pakistan's parliament, back in 70s, and they decided, and they gave them full opportunity to fight their case and give their evidences or their points, and this all is done there and then. So anyways, this is just a short answer to that word which you used, and I do not want to indulge in this. As a doctor, I deal all of them. I deal all of them as a doctor, even they are living here as a minority, and as far as they are law-abiding citizens, they are living with us very happily. There is nothing like that. And on very higher posts even, you might know better than me. Okay, so you are a young man, a woman. So let's come to the other part of your main question, that why my Allah or my loving Allah do not save you or those kids who were sexually molested by their own aunt or grandfather. So for that thing, living here for last 40-50 years, my grandfather came here and his brothers, and now all living here, but we still understand only Pashto or English, and I am more comfortable in English and request you to reply me in English. Okay, my questions might offend you. No, I am not getting offended. I will try my level best to answer your question, but one of the requirements I would love to have from your side, that I believe that you are asking this question to know the further knowledge and clear your mind, and your intention is to know the truth or know the other side, and if you found it a clear answer, you will accept it. Then this answer will be, I would say that I served you or I am at your service. But if you are asking a question only to mock anyone's beliefs or just to criticize me or anyone else's beliefs, or you are just asking this question to make fun of the people who are no more atheist or who are believer in one God or any Lord, and you think in your own self that you already know the truth, then there is no use of answering this question or having this discussion. So if you are listening it with the open mind and open heart, let me answer your question, which is, my question might offend you, but I think you and other Muslims like you who claim that, yes, you and other Muslims like you who claim that Allah exists and loves us all should reply me and are bound to reply me. Yes, we are bound to reply you, and we are strong believers that our Creator, the Beneficent, the Merciful, the Rahman and Rahim Allah, loves us all like anything, and He made us with extreme love. That's why we are so much beautiful, and we are the best creatures on this planet Earth. We are not cockroaches, and we are not mere vegetables or earthworms. So we are humans. Anyways, so I do believe in it. My question is, one of my spinster, and I do believe that there is a Lord, there is a Creator who created us all and this whole universe. I don't know as an atheist what is your belief. Your belief must have been, yes, there is some kind of supreme power. So I call that supreme power Allah. You might not agree with this name. You can put name supreme power, okay, but you do believe in a creator. Okay, because as a scientist, I do not know a single species who is transformed from one set to another species, like no tiger till today has transformed over the year to a lion. So no monkey can transform into a human. So I am not a evolutionist. I am a Christianist. So your main question, coming back to the sexual molestation of the kids. So my question is, one of my spinster paternal aunt, आपकी एक खाला या पुप्पो जिनकी शादी नहीं हुई हुई थी, sexually molested many of our family kids. आपकी खानदान के बहुत से बच्चों को उन्होंने sexually बहुत ख़राब किया. I have to narrate it in Urdu as well because most of the listeners are in Urdu, but I will answer you in English. So including me and one of my including me, यानी बहुत से बच्चों को आप समेत उन्होंने सेक्सुअली हरेस किया या मोलेस्ट किया जब आप लोग बहुत छोटे थे. और वन ऑफ माई सिंगल मिटरनल अंकल, रादर ब्रदर टू माई ग्रैंडफादर, आल्सो डिड दिस सेम टू किड्स फ्रॉम बोथ जेंडर्स. हाँ, तो आपके एक कोई जो नाना या दादा के भाई थे, वो भी, उनकी भी शादी नहीं हुई थी और उन्होंने भी बहुत से बच्चों को, जो बच्चे या बच्चियों को जो 5 से 8 साल, वी ऑल वर देन हार्डली 5 to 8 years old, एंड बोथ ऑफ दीज पीपल वर टीचिंग अस कुरान. सो वी हैव टू सिट विद देम. तो वो कुरान पढ़ाते थे या बच्चों को उनके बच्चे कुरान पढ़ना पड़ता था. बीइंग एमडी आई नो कि वहाँ वो थोड़ी ट्रांसलेशन भी आपको डिफरेंट बताई जाती होगी, वट एवर जो भी था, तो इसलिए आपको स्पेसिफिकली उन्हीं से पढ़ना था. घर में पढ़ाया जाता होगा या जो भी जगह थी. और ट्रस्ट करते हो, योर पेरेंट्स मस्ट बी ट्रस्टिंग दैम that they are elders and they must take care of the kids, but now you people are disclosing that they sexually molested you when you were hardly at the age of 5 to 8 years. So we have to sit with them. Many of us are now suffering gender dysphoria, कि अब आप लोगों को जेंडर डिस्फोरिया की बीमारी हो गई है कि जो लड़कियां बड़ी हुई हैं वो कहती हैं हमने लड़कियों से शादी करनी है, या जो मैं तो लड़का हूँ वो अपने आप को समझती है और मैं दूसरी लड़की से शादी करनी है. जो लड़के बड़े हुए हैं वो कहते हैं कि मुझे तो लड़का ही पसंद है और मैंने लड़की से शादी नहीं करनी है, मैं तो लड़की हूँ और मुझे लड़का चाहिए. ये नफ्सियाती बीमारी इसको कहा जाता है हमारे लोगों में. ये बच्चे ये कह रहे हैं कि हमें इसका नतीजा ये निकला कि अब हम लोग बहुत सी जो बीमारियां कह लें नफ्सियाती, उसमें भी शामिल हो गए और इस दर्द को भी भूल नहीं पाते जो हमारे साथ हुआ या क्यों हुआ. So many of us are now suffering gender dysphoria and became either homosexuals or sex perverts and atheist or anti-religion. So you are telling that due to this molestation, many of the kids are anti-religion because they think that they were going to that aunt or uncle to read the Quran, to learn the Quran, and during that religious teaching, they are sexually molested by them. So they became atheist or anti-religious, or at the same time now they are sexually perverts or homosexuals and they are no more straight guys. So my question from you is, when your Allah loves us and is so powerful, then why he or she did not save me or others that time and overpower that uncle or aunt there and then? And I now and if now we are sexually perverse, then why he will punish us? And do not label me coward, as I can come this answer I already know. Okay. So, gentlemen and gentlewomen, yes, you were kids. That aunt or that uncle, they did a big offense or crime, rather a cruel act with the young kids. They should not have done this. As far as Allah is concerned, let me tell you that my concept of Allah is He, our Creator, has sent us here as a test. We are on this planet Earth, not this is the final life. We are believers in the life hereafter, and the result in that life has to be given us for whatever we did over here. This is a examination hall, and in this examination hall He has already told us. I am talking about the Allah of the Prophet Muhammad and the rest of the other prophets belongs to Allah. That religion, that Islamic faith, that Allah I am explaining to you, and that religion and that belief I am explaining to you, that our belief is we are not here to test Allah. Allah has sent us as a test over here. This is our test is going on. The same is test with your aunt and uncle who were deputed to teach you the Quran or the Arabic language, and they did that wrong part, which is entirely on their part. They did cheating, they did trespassing, they violated your basic rights, they breached the trust of your parents and breached the rather they themselves humiliated their own status of teachers of Quran. They just fell for such a petty sexual layer or lust or maybe few minutes player, I would say player, although they were not married. So this is their family's law. Even in UK, why they were not married. So as far as Allah is concerned, let me give you one example. If we are going on motorway and there is a speed limit of 120 kilometers per hour, so if we are violating that speed limit, we are going beyond 150, 160, and traffic police stop us and give us challan. Why? It's our car and it's our life and we should enjoy it. But if an accident happens at 160 and we in that accident damage others and our own selves as well, is it the crime of the traffic police or your parents who gave you that car? Our parents in Pakistan over here, and I'm sure your parents as well, must have told you when you were first time going to your school that do not take any meals from someone else, or do not be free to the any strangers, and don't go with anyone else without permission of your parents, like this. So still very young age in UK and USA as well, and over here sometimes at very young age girls or boys starts dating. So it's not their parents who are getting them having pregnancies, unwanted pregnancies, or sexually transmitted diseases or other emotional traumas. They already told them or guide them, don't do this or don't do that, but they violated. Similarly, Allah has already given certain laws and boundaries to follow those. But this is our test over here. He can intervene anytime. Now the part of your other question, that the small kids, okay, your grandfather or brother of your grandfather and your aunt, they were adults and they must have not did this. They should be punished for whatever they crime did. But what was the crime of the kids? This is the main your question. So those uncle and aunts, they belong to that family and their elders must have done this to them, and the curse of those kids are now you have to pay back. This is the law of this universe, this is the law of this world. We all over here, if someone hurts someone else, the other party, if I hit someone's car, he or she will claim his penalty from me immediately, or he or she will go for revenge. This is true in this world. So similarly, when someone molests someone's daughter or son or that small kid's cry or his curse will chase his own son or daughter or granddaughter or grandson. This is going on over here. This is same like in Pathans. You might not know over there, but over here they have very long feuds in generations and generations, and killing each other for that someone, that tribe has killed our man, now we will kill their man and they will kill our man, and the thing is going on and going on and going on for many generations. So what is the crime of the next generation? The only crime is because they are inheriting this curse or this killing machine or killing spree or this I would say, inheritance from their elders as well, as far as they are inheriting their faith, they are inheriting their Pashto. If your elders can save you from getting polluted by only English, and they can teach you Pashto still there, their tradition is still there, they must have practiced the Islam or the religious faith in such strong way that the sexual perversions of that land should not have intruded into their own home. But their insistence was more on the Pashto, but not on the faith. So, like that grandfather and aunt were free souls, and those free souls are not answerable to any Allah or any God, and they did it with the 5-year or 7-year kids. Had they feared that Allah, they will not do this. So anyone who is claiming by name by a Muslim or by Hindu or a Christian or whatever faith he or she is practicing, but he or she is just using that name, but not practicing the boundaries and the laws, not abiding the laws of that religion, then whenever he is or she is violating, the final authority will one day punish him or her. But he is so much loving that he is giving lots of time of repentance and submission and U-turn in our lives to stop it somewhere and mend our own ways. But these all crimes are done within the humans, and we are paying back for whatever our elders did. And if we are inheriting wealth from them, fame from them, so similarly curse also has to be inherited and has to be suffered. I hope you got the answer.
علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه